This is actually the remnant circulation of Tropical Storm Barry from many days ago.
As of 8:30 this morning, we recovered 75 deceased bodies here in Kerr County, including 48 adults and 27 children.
And unfortunately, that number is expected to rise in and around Kerr County. Rescue teams are continuing their search, hoping to find more survivors.
Southern Oaks Church in Kerrville opened its doors to serve families in need, offering supplies, care, and a lot of support.
You know, that happened on a Friday morning, and it was the 4th of July, and of course, it just blew us away. And I've never seen the river like that.
I said, well, the Guadalupe floods sometimes. I guess this is just one of those times. And he said, no, this is different. You need to get up. And so I got up and started looking at news and all the things and realized that this was very different than anything we had ever experienced before.
Officials say the Guadalupe River rose approximately 26 feet in just 45 minutes through the city of Kerrville.
And we saw the post office blow up. We knew we were in trouble.
And I opened that sliding door, all the water just poured into my house. There was no porch. It was covered in water. I could hear everything breaking down off my porch when I shut the door.
We're standing there, and all of a sudden, it's just coming at us, this huge wave of water. We knew we had to run for our lives. We could hear people screaming. For help.
We started getting phone calls, text messages for prayer chains, specifically for the camps that were in the area.
I guess trying to reach out to everyone you know to make sure that they're okay. But the little girl that we were praying for was one of the ones who passed.
We got into the little bathroom and held hands and prayed. And I called my son and told him, we're dying. We're not going to be here, and I want to say goodbye.
I personally, and a lot of the others in town, we don't want to see anyone else be tragically lost to this event. So that's why the church is needed. I truly believe that's our calling.
We decided to have a supply drive, and it very quickly went viral and just blew up. And before we even had the drive, we were at full capacity in our building.
We don't have a disaster plan. So what do we do with this that God has entrusted? How do we handle that?
Everything was just chaos, of incoming donations of all of this stuff. And at that point, we didn't really know where we were even gonna put it all, or we didn't have a list of survivors, at that point.
Good. You want up or down? Good, I got thumbs up.
Like everyone, we were so touched, our hearts were broken. I started to tell my wife, I think God's stirring my heart to go to Kerrville.
We did not know. We had no disaster relief plan in place at all. So he walks in the door and says, here I am, use me. And it's just that it's the Jesus in him that you see the moment he walks in the door.
Chris has said, hey, this guy has shown up at our church. His name is Daniel. And I said, it sure sounds like a scammer to me. She says, no, seriously, Dad. I said, I'm serious. I said, a guy shows up out of nowhere wanting to help us. And I said, I need to talk to him. It didn't take me 15 minutes to know that this man was sent to us from God.
And he just kind of knew how to bring order to the chaos. And I was so thankful that he came, that God sent him to us at that time.
It took the stress out of every single thing. We had been stressed out before, prior to that.
I think, again, it just brings some unity to it. Now we understand why a process is needed. And before that, it was like everyone's doing their own thing.
Shepherding just walks alongside survivors, and we're there for support, we're there for prayer, for pretty much whatever whatever they need.
We had heard about the shepherding, so my wife and I and my daughter and my son-in-law, we went and took the shepherding classes, so we figured out what it really meant to walk alongside somebody.
The shepherding has just been a beautiful transition into that. We no longer become FEMA or the other organizations that just hand you a check. We become the hands and feet of Jesus when we do that. So that, to me, was the best part.
Clay's been our shepherd, and he's been wonderful. Yeah, he's called my husband just right out of the blue and said, "How are you guys doing?" You know, and called us and sat by us in church. He said, we want to sit by y'all in church. So met us in front of the church, and Clay's been great.
And so that's what we're there for, is to have somebody feel like, so that they know that they've got somebody they can lean on, they can pick up the phone, they can call, they can say what they need. At the root of it all is just love them.
Our church growing, all the churches, the revival that I think is coming in our world today through the crisis that have happened recently is huge.
This small church of 200 plus, which is no longer 200 plus, it's grown through this crisis. This small church of 200 plus has taken on over 200 survivor cases through the help of other churches coming around them and shepherding families.
United in Crisis was our lifeline. Now that we have that partnership with other churches, we are coming together to function as one body of Christ together. And it's been really cool because we've been encouraging these shepherds from other churches to invite their survivor to go to church with them. And so it's just created this big opportunity for church growth amongst everyone. I don't know where we would be if United in Crisis and if God didn't send him here. So it made all the difference. I would, without hesitation, say, listen to what he says. And God has put him here for a time as this.
We need to help people. But as a church, if we're not standing beside them and walking through this with them, where will they be in 2 years or 3 years? We don't know.
He's given us the tools to be able to reach out to a community in a different way that we never thought possible before.
We're becoming known as the church that's helping everyone. And isn't that what a church is all about?
I just want to say thank you for all their done, because they didn't have to do it. You know, they did it for the people of Ingram and Hunt and Kerrville.
After you see so many people just wanting to help you, it makes me want to help other people now.
It's opened my heart to loving others in a way that I really didn't know that I had it in me.
One of the camp directors whose sister died in the flood, his nickname since birth was Jeeper. So this is how he introduced me. This is the pastor from the church that is helping everybody. Man, what a compliment. And yet, I was a little sad too, because our church has never been known as the church that helps everybody. Not until this event happened have we ever been known for being a church that helps people. So I'm so thankful that God also said yes to us when we said yes to him.